I'm Melissa Buchanan, and welcome to another Curator's Corner. Before us, we have a flag from the USS Saratoga CV-3. It says pollywogs and don't tread on us. It's a little snake. He's painted gold and red, and he has a tiny little sailor hat on him, which might be the very reason why I like this. This flag was actually made for one of the crossing the line ceremonies in May of 1936. So the crossing the line ceremonies were kind of essentially a hazing ritual.
Crossing the equator, there's a lighter side, as novices are introduced to the traditional realm of King Neptune.
Although it is constantly in step with progress, our Navy still observes the old and glorious traditions of the sea. The captain of the ship greets and welcomes Davy Jones with his retainers, deputies of His Majesty King Neptune.
They have a chance to essentially cut loose and take a little bit of time and bond together as a crew and sailors. There are records essentially dating back around 400 years from a variety of navies that underwent one of these kinds of ceremonies. It's crossing the line, so crossing the equator or crossing the international date line or the Arctic Circle.
Accompanied by the ship's band, His Majesty inspects the ship while his royal retainers search all nooks and corners to ascertain that no pollywogs are trying to escape the pleasure of his royal wrath.
In 1936, President Franklin Roosevelt traveled to South America. He had to go through the crossing the line ceremony as well aboard the USS Indianapolis.
For the first time in history, a president of the United States, while in office, presents his credentials to King Neptune.
So as you start approaching the equator, the trusty shellbacks issue subpoenas to the pollywogs, those who haven't crossed the equator before, to appear before King Neptune's court.
These subpoenas carry royal orders to appear before His Majesty King Neptune for initiation when he boards the ship in the morning.
So this particular certificate is for the domain of Neptunus Rex. It's essentially when you cross the equator and you go from a pollywog to a shellback. It was issued during World War II to Robert Bender. We don't know the date on it, unfortunately, but it was aboard the Yorktown, and they were bound for hell and back. And they give you their certificate that says, you know, you're now a trusty shellback.
Even in wartime, the crossing of the equator finds the traditional King Neptune still holding court.
Thank you for watching another Curator's Corner. I'm Melissa Buchanan. See you on your next visit to Patriots Point.